Hey, we know it can be frustrating to find accurate wiring and compatibility information online. You've tried Google and you get conflicting information, or worse, you order the recommended parts and they don't fit. You've searched the forums and can't find information specific to your model or year. AutoHarnessHouse.com has solved this problem. Check out our vehicle wiring and compatibility database for professionally verified wiring information, including connector pinouts, pictures, steering wheel control wiring information, dash kit compatibility, and links to all the parts you'll need to install your head unit successfully the first time. Visit AutoHarnessHouse.com/mycar to download vehicle-specific information for your car. This tool will give you the information you need for your specific version of your specific model. Okay, so today we have a 2021 Subaru Forester Sport, and we're going to do a demonstration of how to remove the OEM head unit from the car for if you want to do modifications to your OEM audio system, such as installing a new head unit or something like that. I'll also do a demonstration of the adapters that we have so that you can install a aftermarket head unit plug and play. So let's get to it. The first thing we're going to be doing is removing these vent panels on either side of the head unit. And so to do this, you'll wedge a pry tool in along the top of the vent and work it down the side of the vent on the outside to dislodge those clips. I recommend you use a pry tool for this because it'll prevent you from damaging the plastic inside your car. It's not recommended to use a screwdriver, and so I'll link to the kit we recommend. You'll see the clips are right here, there, there, and there. So those 4 clips are the clips that you'll need to dislodge. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side, and so we'll wedge the pry tool in along the top and work it down the side of the vent to pop those clips loose. Alright, and you'll see the clips are basically the same as the other side. You get 4 clips. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is remove this fascia piece that sits along the top of the head unit. And so I'm going to wedge my pry tool along this side of the head unit. Pop that loose, and then go to the other side and pop that side loose. And you can see here where the locking tabs are along really the whole top of the piece, and then the same type of tabs as the vents have along the bottom. Now we're going to unscrew the head unit. There's 4 Phillips screws along the outside of the head unit. And so just unscrew those one by one and try not to drop them. Alright, and then grab along each side of the head unit and pull straight towards you, and the head unit should pop out pretty easily at that point. And now we'll go about disconnecting all of the connectors along the back of the head unit and from the Telematics Unit, which sits just on top of the head unit module. It's a little black box. This is the Telematics Unit right here, and so we're going to disconnect the antennas from it first. These connectors for the Telematics unit are always in here really tight. I think we'll use a pry tool to try to get them dislodged. Okay, so what I just did is I used the pry tool to press the locking tab in, and then also used it to lever out the plug from the Telematics unit. There we go. Oh, gotta get the Sirius XM antenna disconnected here. There we go. Okay, so I just wanted to take a second to demonstrate the plug-and-play adapters that we have for this car. And so this is the direct wire adapter for Pioneer. We've also got one for Sony. And this will allow you to directly connect the wiring in the car to the Pioneer head unit or Sony head unit. So as you can see, these connectors connect directly into two of the connectors in the Forester's wiring. And then this is the 28-pin adapter, which will keep the backup camera and the steering wheel controls connected, as well as the auxiliary connection. And this connector connects directly to the direct wire adapter that we just plugged in. So it snaps in like that. This is the Maestro SW connector, which will connect to the Maestro SW module. That module is used to interface the steering wheel controls for the car with the Pioneer head unit. That's the 28-pin connector that I'm plugging in here. And this is the connector for the backup camera. It snaps in like that. Then here is the AM/FM adapter. Now this blue connector right here is for the Sirius XM antenna. We have an adapter for this that I'll link to if you choose to retain Sirius XM. As you can see, here's the backup camera connector, the Pioneer connector, the AM/FM antenna adapter, and the auxiliary connection. So all those connections will plug directly into a Pioneer or Sony head unit. Makes the installation fully plug and play, so you won't need to do any wiring. Now this connector is for the Telematics unit. Now the front speaker signals pass through the Telematics unit, so you'll either need to keep the Telematics unit installed, or you'll need to install a Starlink bypass plug. Now what the Starlink bypass plug does is it passes those front speaker signals through, so that your front speakers will still work even if you don't install the Subaru Telematics unit back into the car when you're installing a new head unit.
Thanks for checking out our video today. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to email us at inquiry@autoharnesshouse.com. You can also check out the links in the description or go to our website at autoharnesshouse.com.